Your humble correspondent will be on The View tomorrow in support of the book. Please pray for me.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Please welcome as we pray for Bill O'Reilly. Somebody who fit into our hot topics. You are the person to fill in.
I got a couple of corrections I have to make. First of all...
Oh, you want to do your corrections?
No, you can plug the book first. That's always the first priority.
Okay, because what I wanted to say is that Bill has a brand new book called A Bold, Fresh Piece of Humanity, which is what one of his non-teachers said. What a mistake. And we're going to be talking about his private life, because he does talk about his private life. Is that kid cute or what?
Yeah.
But we're going to do that. We're going to do that later. Now we're going to stick to politics.
First of all, I hope Whoopi Goldberg feels better. Whoopi, I know you're watching, and I'm sorry you're not here. Second of all, Sarah Palin, 150 grand, is that what she spent? On the clothes and all that?
And makeup.
And makeup. Yeah, but she's doing exactly what Barack Obama told her, spreading the wealth around. You know, come on. She's adopting a Democratic platform to spread that wealth.
I don't think it was the same thing.
No, but where did that money go?
Michelle Obama came on our show, and she had a $150 dress on. You can really look gorgeous without spending all that money.
I know that.
I do it every day.
Why has her negativity gone up?
Well, because they haven't put her on my show and a few other shows, and people don't know her.
On your show?
I think they're a little nervous about what she would say. But
would you be as tough on her as you were with Barack?
No, are you kidding? I would never be tough on anybody like that.
Your interview with Barack Obama, because he's been on a few media dates, but yours certainly left him squirming in the seat.
I do that to everybody.
Why do you think, though, he had such a hard time answering your question about...
I thought he did well, though.
He did okay, but he scored. When you asked him about redistribution of wealth,
right.
He couldn't...
Well, he's a communist. Lighten up. This is The View. This isn't 60 Minutes.
Yeah,
what's wrong with you?
Name calling today.
Oh, Joy.
Come on, you know what a red flag that is. Commie in this country.
Did I offend? Did I offend you?
No, it's just ridiculous.
All right, no, let me take that back. It's a socialist. He's not a communist.
All right, I want to talk to you about... Okay, fine. So in your book, you say that you can never count on the government for anything.
Yeah.
And yet we have had, under the Republican Bush administration, the biggest bailout for banks and investment banking.
Outrageous.
I
say you can't trust the government for anything.
Do you think that whole thing, trying to help the economy now, is the wrong thing to have done?
No, you have to do it because they screwed it up so badly.
Isn't that socialism, Bill?
Yeah, that's socialism. Communism.
Sometimes
really
socialism is good. Sometimes communism is good.
You heard it here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, here's the quote today.
I got a little bust of Lenin in my office.
Sometimes socialism is good.
Do you want the same government that kind of messed things up?
This lady gets it right here.
Do you want that same government who's been, pretty much screwing things up for a while in terms of having power? Do you want them controlling your money?
You're a partisan.
Absolutely.
I'm not a partisan. Look, my job is to keep an eye on all of these people, all right? And they're all in the theater of the absurd to some extent. You take it way too seriously, Joy.
No, I don't.
Your name is Joy. You should be joyful.
You know what?
I saw you with McCain. Here's Joy with McCain.
That is not true.
Oh, come on, I saw the show. You wouldn't even look at him. You were talking to the floor. Hi, John. How are you? What's wrong with you guys?
You have made your success.
But I watched them all. I watched them all.
Critical. Can I go on about you instead of you picking on us?
Are you going to say nice things about me?
Not necessarily.
We have
can't
for
do
two
that.
segments. We'll never get another word in edgewise.
Go ahead, Cherry.
Barack Obama. I want to read this quote. Barack.
I like you, by the way.
Oh, well. I don't get all emotional.
Kiss of death.
Very good.
Believe me, she's not on your side, Bill.
I don't have a side.
Yes, you do.
What's wrong with you?
You're on Fox TV. You have a side.
I'm on Fox.
Yeah. Why does... Let me ask you something. Did you ever watch the Keith Olbermann
She's
show?
grabbing me.
Keith Olbermann hates you.
Yeah, well, everyone hates me.
Why does he hate you?
You do.
I don't
he
hate
does.
You. I dislike you. I don't hate
jealous. They're all jealous.
Jealous.
They're all jealous. Now, what was your question?
Barack, this is so exciting for me this political season. Woo! Barack says, I am convinced that if there were no Fox News, I might be 2 or 3 points higher in the polls because the way I am portrayed 24/7 is as a freak. I am the latte-sipping, New York Times reading, Volvo driving, no gun owning, FFA politically correct, arrogant liberal. Who wants somebody like that? Now, how do you feel about that quote?
I think it's accurate.
you take no side. You take no side.
Look, I don't take sides. If you watch my interviews with everybody, they all get through the mill because these people want power over us. They want to dictate over us. They influence you and your family. So my job is to shake them if I can. Okay, Barack Obama comes in. He was treated fairly on my program, was he not?
He was.
Well, then why won't Sarah Palin come on your program?
I don't know. I want her to come in. I have outfits she can wear. I want her to come in. If the governor is watching, come on in. I'm warm and cuddly. Look at the book. Look at the picture on the book. That's the real me.
I want to show something, a little something from your show, because you are always so moderate and easygoing, and you never raise your voice. You got into it with Congressman Barney Frank about Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac fiasco. Okay. You felt that back in July that the congressman told people they should buy stocks, and then he changed his mind.
No, in Fannie and Freddie.
In Fannie and Freddie.
And then 2 months later, it folded.
Okay. Well, I want you to take a look at one of the calmer exchanges on his suite program.
He's so nice.
Stop the crap. From August 07 to August 08, under your tutelage, this industry declined 90%. 90%. Oh, none of this was your fault. Oh, no. People lost millions of dollars. It wasn't your fault. Come on, you coward. Say the truth.
Coward.
You're a coward.
And you say, I was not nice to McCain? Look at yourself.
Every right to be upset. Every right to
Do
be
you have any idea what that guy did to you, to you, to you, and to you? Do you have any idea what he did?
We'll have him on and he can tell us
he
what
can tell us what, and you'll believe every word of it.
I don't believe anything you say or that he says.
I know, you don't believe anything.
No,
because,
I believe what I
you know
read
why?
sometimes.
You got the Kool-Aid for her? Because you're a Kool-Aid drinker, and I say that really seriously.
You drank the Kool-Aid on George Bush for 8 years, Bill.
Oh, we were just as tough on Bush. We were tough on Bush like everybody else. Now look, Barney Frank, you showed that clip?
Yes.
Everybody should know what he did to you and your family. He oversaw Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which collapsed, okay? He was in charge of making sure that people knew there was trouble. He didn't. Everybody suffering today, he has something to do with it, along with all of the others, okay? And he wouldn't take any responsibility. That's why he got that.
Well, as you can see from this discussion, he is the same pussycat he has always been.
Wow.
Okay, but listen, you know how I feel about you. I love being on your program. I do.
You'll ruin your reputation.
I will. I didn't say I love you. I said, well, what I do want to say is, take a look at this picture. Okay, do we have this picture up? Look at that sweet little boy.
That's what the devil will look like when he comes.
When we come back, we're going to find out what made that sweet little boy turn into this. We'll be right back.
To that one.